It's time we have a serious conversation. Vegeta's losing streak, yeah, it's bad. Historically bad. Every time this man gets a new form or power up, he starts talking crazy, then promptly gets folded, like it's tradition at this point. So today, we're going through every Vegeta L in Dragon Ball Z, from the Saiyan Saga to the Buu Saga. We're going through it all, in hopes of figuring out why this man just keeps losing. But before we get to that, if you rock with anime content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And the question for the comments is, so for Vegeta's first L, we gotta take it back to his first real scrap with Goku in the Saiyan Saga. An all-time showdown, hands were definitely thrown. Now, y'all already know how the beginning of this fight goes, so let's skip to where things really get spicy. Peep this, Vegeta turns into a great ape and is dog-walking Goku. I mean full-on domination. Bro even breaks Goku's leg so he can't run away. Goku manages to hit him in the eye with a beam, but that little victory doesn't last long. Vegeta grabs him and starts squeezing the life out of this man, treating Goku like a damn stress ball. Krillin and Gohan show up and try to hit Vegeta with a Destructo Disc to take off his tail, but Vegeta sees it coming and dodges, putting up a real defensive clinic, or so we thought. Because right after that, bro gets caught lacking by Yajirobe. Huh? Yes. Yajirobe causes the first domino to fall in what becomes Vegeta's eventual collapse. So Vegeta changes back into his normal form and he is heated, but let's be for real, he should have still had the upper hand, and it shows. He runs up on Gohan and starts beating the brakes off him. Krillin tries to sneak him from behind and gets folded with a roundhouse kick to the neck, sent bro skipping across the ground like a rock across water. After whooping Gohan, Vegeta tosses him next to his broken pops, and this right here should have been game over. All the Z fighters are down bad. The only one still standing is Yajirobe. Vegeta should have had this fight in the bag, but instead he starts monologuing. While Vegeta is over here talking spicy, Goku is giving Gohan a heartfelt pep talk, reminding him about Piccolo's sacrifice and trying to get little bro turned up. But before he can even finish, Vegeta comes flying him off the top rope and knees Goku in the gut and starts booting him while he's down. That's the moment Gohan finally gets fired up. He claps back with a Masenko and then follows it up with a mean kick to the face. While Gohan's keeping Vegeta busy, Goku whispers over to Krillin to tell him to come over and hands him the Spirit Bomb. Back to Vegeta and Gohan, Vegeta starts quickly overpowering him. Gohan tries spamming some more Masenkos, but they all miss. Bro is doing his best, but it's clear Vegeta is still in control. Now I really want y'all to listen to what Vegeta says next in this scene.
It's time we put an end to this.
Hearing that, you'd think bro's about to let off some crazy world-ending move. Maybe another Gallic gun, something flashy, right? Nope, not at all. Instead, he busts out Vegeta's technique. And if there's one thing you're gonna learn from this video, it's that every time this man starts spamming that move, it's time to start counting down the clock, because a loss is coming, guaranteed. Like bro, look at how effective this shit is against Gohan. He's missing like 95% of his shots. The only reason he even lands a hit is because Gohan trips. Meanwhile, Krillin's over here trying to line up the Spirit Bomb like he's sniping in Warzone. He's focused, he's locked in. But then Yajirobe opens his big ass mouth yelling, "Throw it!" completely blowing Krillin's cover and alerting Vegeta in the process. With no other choice, Krillin launches the Spirit Bomb. Vegeta sees it coming and dodges it like it's nothing. At this point, it looks like it's cooked. But then Goku tells Gohan telepathically to bounce it back, which Gohan does, redirecting the Spirit Bomb straight into Vegeta's chest, landing a direct hit and launching him straight into the sky. After eating the Spirit Bomb, Vegeta comes crashing down, finally looking like he's been taken out. Even had Krillin talking spicy, talking about never having to see Vegeta's ugly ass alive ever again.
Whose face is ugly?
Nah, why he wake up like, I know your bald ass ain't talking? Anyway, Vegeta's still alive and kicking, and for a second it actually looks like he's got this fight in the bag. Yeah, he's hurt, but so is everybody else, and he's still the strongest one left. He smacks the hell out of Krillin, strolls to the middle of the battlefield, and lets out a massive explosive wave to finish off the rest of the Z fighters. The light fades, but the move did nothing. Not because he missed, but because he's too weak to finish the job. All that stalling and wasting time is finally coming back to bite him in the ass. So now, completely exhausted, Vegeta flies over to Gohan to finish the job himself, but there's one huge problem. Gohan's tail is back, and floating right above them, a fully functional artificial moon created by Vegeta himself. Yeah, bro's been handing out power-ups mid-fight since the very beginning. So Vegeta quickly tries to rip Gohan's tail off before he transforms, but he gets caught lacking again by Yajirobe. Ain't no way this nigga got you twice. Yajirobe slices Vegeta clean across the back, and you can tell that shit hurt. Bro is reaching across his spine like his whole nervous system just got shut down. Vegeta drops to the ground, and Yajirobe starts thinking he just saved the world, but he starts cheesing, talking spicy, all proud of himself. But we know how this goes. Vegeta starts getting up slowly, and Yajirobe's whole vibe shifts. That confidence gone, that smile deleted, and Vegeta, he is livid. Like Super Saiyan might have unlocked right here if it existed. Yajirobe swings his sword in a panic, but Vegeta weaves every single strike like it's light work. Bro even tries to talk his way out of the beating, but too bad for him,
There's no way out of this one.
Vegeta boots this man across the battlefield, and that should have been the end of it, but nope, Vegeta is still pressed. He walks Yajirobe down, cocks back a punch from hell, and absolutely rocks him, sending Buddy flying through a boulder, ass tooted up in the air and all. With Yajirobe out the picture, you'd think Vegeta would finally turn back to Gohan, right? Wrong. Vegeta is so mad, he just keeps wailing on Yajirobe, completely forgetting that Gohan is still right there, tail fully grown back and under a literal fake moon that he made. Yeah, his priorities are cooked. It's only when Gohan starts transforming that he remembers. He rushes over to where Gohan is, and please tell me why he continuously just punches Gohan when his tail is right there. This right here is what really cemented Vegeta's loss. Like, he really went completely smooth brain trying to stop Gohan from transforming. Like, you're telling me the same Vegeta who was trying to cut this kid's tail off earlier just forgot that was still an option? Be so for real, my nigga. And to make things worse, he does finally go for the tail, but only after Gohan is already damn near finished transforming. Like, bro, if you had just used a single brain cell 5 to 10 seconds earlier, you'd have this win locked up, but nah. He waits until the last possible second, goes for the tail, and Gohan mid-transformation feels it. And how does he respond? He raises one hand and slaps the ever-living out of Vegeta like he's swatting a fucking mosquito. Then calmly finishes his transformation like nothing happened. Vegeta was right there. Victory was right there, and he fumbled it on the 1 yard line. So now Gohan's on a rampage, destroying everything in sight. But Goku, being the W dad that he is able to talk some sense into him and sends him straight at Vegeta. And now Vegeta's gotta fight a grade 8 Gohan, which, reminder, could have been completely avoided if he wasn't moving like a bot. Vegeta tries to make a run for it, but Gohan is not letting bro escape. He is on him like a heat-seeking missile, corners him, and Vegeta jumps up, lands a clean knee right between Gohan's eye, and makes a break for the tail. But Gohan swipes at him, and Vegeta is forced to dodge. This man is running on fumes. You can tell he's on the last legs because he busts out another one of Vegeta's techniques. And like usual, it lands and does nothing. But it does give him just enough time to launch a destructo disc and finally cut off Gohan's tail. Vegeta starts smiling, thinking he's just clutched it, only for that smile to vanish real quick when he realizes something. That giant ass monkey body is falling right on top of him. And with no energy left to dodge, he eats the full weight of a grade 8 body to the chest. At this point, yeah, Vegeta is done. He calls his spaceship over. He's trying to dip immediately. But Krillin pulls up with Yajirobe's sword, ready to finish the job, until Goku steps in and tells him to let it go. Krillin really ain't feeling that idea, but he listens. And just like that, Vegeta escapes Earth with his very first L in the books, with many more to come. Now on to the Namek Saga, and honestly, this is one of Vegeta's best arcs. Just like everyone else, he was stupidly locked in. Bro was moving like a menace, always on timing, always one step ahead. But that don't mean he didn't take a couple of bad L's while on Namek. Let's start out with the first one, the Zarbon fight. Up until this point, Vegeta's been cooking everybody he's come across. Took out Kui, smoked Midoriya, bro even had a Dragon Ball. He was in his bag, flexing harder than ever. Then he runs into Zarbon, and he thinks things are gonna be sweet. Beating Midoriya got bro's confidence on 10. The fight begins with Vegeta catching Zarbon's punch and throwing him away before trying to rush him. But Zarbon quickly teleports away and fires a beam. But Vegeta tells him to get that weak ass out of here and swats that blast away. Then he holds the pose and starts farming a bit. Look at the aura. Vegeta's in his bag, putting hands on Zarbon and weaving everything he throws at him. Bro is having the time of his life. Listen to this. He's laughing the whole time while dodging, avoiding each of Zarbon's attacks while smiling ear to ear. Zarbon tries to attack again, but Vegeta teleports above him and hits him with a wicked kick to the dome. But he's not done yet. He activates his Chase Down Hall of Fame, appears behind Zarbon and kicks him in the back, sending him flying across the ground. It looks like Vegeta has this in the bag, but then Zarbon lets him in on a little secret. He's been holding back this whole time. Zarbon proceeds to transform, and from this moment on, it was all downhill for Vegeta. He's about to experience one of his worst beatdowns in the entire series. Zarbon rushes in and gut checks the hell out of Vegeta. Look at this, bro looked like he was about to cough out his entire insides. Then he slaps the shit out of him, sending him sliding across the ground, runs up and kicks him into the air. But he doesn't give Vegeta time to process what's happening. He grabs his legs mid-air and slams him right into the ground, then grabs him by the head and starts headbutting him again and again and again. Like bro is doing this for so long that they actually cut away to Krillin and Dende, and when they cut back, this man Vegeta is still eating headbutts. At this point, his brain's gotta be mush. Zarbon finally tosses him into the air, giving bro a second to breathe. Now you think after a beatdown like that, Vegeta might take a second to think about his next move, right? Absolutely not. He rushes right back in, and honestly, I can't even be mad. It's gotta be the CTE from all those headbutts. It's the only logical explanation. Anyway, Vegeta charges in, and Zarbon meets him in the middle. The two clash and start throwing hands. They break apart, and you can see it. Vegeta is gassed. Zarbon sees it too and wastes no time. He rushes in, landing a devastating knee to the gut. I know that shit hurt. Look at the man's eyes. Pupils damn near microscopic. Zarbon follows it up with a clean smack to the face, sending Vegeta hurling through one mountain and slamming his spine up into another. This man is in serious pain, trembling, wheezing, clutching at life itself, while Zarbon is just standing there laughing in his face like it's a joke. Now, one thing I will give Vegeta is, even while getting absolutely violated, bro still shows some dog. Vegeta powers up and charges in again. They start exchanging hands, but Zarbon quickly shuts all that down, lands a clean kick to the jaw while flipping. Nah, Vegeta, not only is this man whooping your ass, but he's also farming aura points while doing it. This L just keeps evolving. Zarbon follows the kick with a point-blank energy blast to the gut. Vegeta barely manages to maneuver it away before it explodes, but Zarbon's not done. He hits him with his own move, Vegeta's technique. And just like always, the move either misses completely or does absolutely nothing. Vegeta tries to fire a blast at Zarbon, but he swats that weak shit away like it's nothing. Zarbon fires off a counter blast, which Vegeta is able to dodge, but one thing he's not able to dodge is the knee that follows right after. Zarbon nails him right in the exact same spot as earlier. Bro's gut has got to be on fire at this point. We cut to them breaking away from a clash, and it's clear, Vegeta is gassed, like this man's got the Gatorade symbol floating above his head. But Zarbon doesn't care. He rushes in, hits him with a clean lariat, then grabs him from behind and tells him the fight is just about over. But Vegeta ain't hear no damn bell. He starts elbowing Zarbon in the gut over and over until he breaks free. He tries to descend, probably to breathe for the first time in 10 minutes, but Zarbon's on him like white on rice, hits him with a kick to the jaw, then pays him back for those gut shots earlier with a nasty one of his own. And then Zarbon starts getting disrespectful. He grabs Vegeta by his hair and just starts slapping him repeatedly.
Stop! He's already dead.
Then Zarbon slams him down, activates the Chase Down Hall of Fame, grabs Vegeta midair and starts rocketing towards the ground at full speed, looking like he's about to hit a primary lotus. And just when I thought this L couldn't get worse, we get a close-up of Vegeta during the dive. Nah, this might be the most shook I've ever seen this man. To finish it off, Zarbon yeets Vegeta full force into the ground, so hard that it combusts on impact. And then just to rub it all in, peep what Zarbon says.
There, sweet dreams, Prince.
Nah, this man really just said we smoking on that Vegeta pack. Zarbon powers down and leaves thinking Vegeta is done. Now Vegeta does end up getting his get back, but we're not talking about Vegeta W's, so on to the next L. His fight with Recoome, and Vegeta wastes no time getting active. Recoome hits his little pose, but the moment it's over, Vegeta's already charged up and locked in. Peep the stance. Bro, is he in a full 3-point position? This nigga looks like he's about to blitz the QB. Vegeta takes off and clocks Recoome with a mean hook, knocking the sonic rings out of this man. Then he flies around and slams him straight into the dirt, but he's not done yet. From the top rope, he hits Vegeta with a Teen Titans Robin special, double knee to the gut, and then just starts swinging him around before launching him into a mountain. To wrap it all up, Vegeta fires off the demo version of Final Flash. Bro was really trying to delete this man. Just look at the explosion from the blast. Vegeta really emptied the clip, threw in the gun, and stomped on it for good measure. And just for a second, it looked like it worked. Jace and Birder are standing there stunned, mouths wide open, eyes wide. But that moment of hope gets shut down real quick when we hear Gohan say that he can still feel Recoom's power level. Cut to Recoome, armor gone, and he is posing. This man Vegeta went all in just for Recoome to tank it and start farming aura on him. This is now the second time on Namek Vegeta's been aura farmed on. Nah, this is getting ridiculous. Anyway, Recoome starts his counterattack by charging in and hitting Vegeta with a Recoome kick. Hold up, run that back, stop right there. This is what he calls a kick? Buddy is a certified smooth brain. That's a fucking knee. Anyway, Vegeta manages to recover and charges right back at Recoome. Bad move. He swings, but Recoome blocks it and elbows him. Still, Vegeta doesn't let that slow him down. They start exchanging hands, and for a second, it actually looks like we got an even fight on our hands. But nope, Recoome hits him with a dome-cracking elbow. I'm talking CTE on arrival. He tries to follow up, but Vegeta propels himself out the way just in time. But Recoome is not letting him escape that easy. He is hot on his tail. Vegeta, trying to keep his distance, fires off an energy beam, but Recoome dodges that and sneaks up behind him, kicking him clean into the water. And you gotta hear what Recoome says next.
What I tell you, Vegeta? You're all washed up.
Nah, Vegeta, he just called you washed. Me personally, I wouldn't let that slide, but I guess Vegeta would. because he stays underwater, and for a second everyone's thinking he might actually be done. Raccoon's waving at the water like he's saying goodbye or something, but right when it looks over, Vegeta shoots out the water and spears the life out of Raccoon, that bro dangling over his head and all. Then Vegeta follows up with a gut shot, and another, tries to run up the combo counter, but Raccoon recovers mid beatdown, grabs Vegeta, lifts him overhead, and slams him into the ground so hard his head is buried like a lawn dart, legs in the air and everything. And just to top it off, Raccoon plucks this man out the ground and calls him a vegetable. Nah, this was disrespectful on every level. Vegeta's not out just yet though. He charges up what little energy he's got left and fires a point blank blast straight to Raccoon's face, sending him flying onto his ass. But Raccoon, he gets right back up, no hesitation, no damage, and he starts talking crazy to Vegeta, basically telling him, go ahead, hit me again, it won't matter. All Vegeta can do at this point is monologue in his head. He's gassed, cooked, and finished. Raccoon fires off a beam at him, and with nothing left in the tank, it looks like Vegeta's about to get packed up for good. But just before it lands, Krillin and Gohan pull up clutch, saving him and breaking up the 1v1, and just like that, Vegeta takes another L cemented. Now onto the final L Vegeta takes during the Namek Saga, his fight against Frieza. At this point, Frieza had just transformed into his final form, and he is out here casually stunning on everybody. He bodies Dende just to take away their healer, and is outspeeding and dodging every single attack like it's a game. He even almost packs up Gohan with a death beam, but someone sees it coming. That someone is Vegeta. Now Vegeta's feeling himself heavy right now, fresh off a Zenkai boost, amped up, and convinced he's finally reached the legendary status. Bro really thinks he's a Super Saiyan and is fully ready to slide for all his fallen Saiyan brethren and pack Frieza up. He starts charging up and lets out a big energy flare, showing off his new power, and then the trash talk begins. Vegeta starts talking wild to Frieza, telling him he's lucky he can't sense energy, because if he could, he'd already be running like a Frieza just stares at him completely unbothered. So Vegeta keeps going, and some of the stuff he says is genuinely hilarious. Like, listen to this.
Is your brain another one of your weak and underused muscles?
Nah, why he low-key just call Frieza a smooth brain? Finally, Frieza decides he's heard enough. He calmly says, you better be able to cast the checks your mouth is writing. And with that, the fight begins. Vegeta lifts up a rock and launches it at Frieza. Frieza casually swats it away, but the dust that kicks up gets in his eyes, and that is just the opening Vegeta was looking for. He charges in full speed, hand cocked back, ready to chop Frieza in the neck, but Frieza just vanishes out the way. Vegeta tries again, throwing a punch, misses, follows it up with a barrage of strikes, but Frieza is weaving every single one like it's nothing. Frieza disappears again, but Vegeta's not letting up. He chases after him, throwing out attacks after attack, but still, not one connects. He even flies above Frieza, trying to slam down on him with both hands, but Frieza saw that coming too and dodges it clean. Vegeta's left looking around lost. Bro is flabbergasted. He can't see Frieza anywhere until he turns around and there's Frieza just standing there, arms crossed, laughing at him. And this moment right here, this was the beginning of the end for Vegeta. Just listen to him. No! You hear that? That's the sound of reality hitting hard. It's finally sinking in. He's outclassed. He doesn't stand a chance. And to make it worse, here's what Frieza says next.
Well, it looks like you're not that super of a Saiyan after all, huh?
Nah, he's straight up mocking him, and Vegeta can't do a damn thing about it, just standing there having a full-on existential crisis mid-fight. Frieza keeps the verbal disrespect going, straight up calls Vegeta a chump for believing in the Super Saiyan myth, and he's laughing the whole time. All this has Vegeta genuinely tweaking. He starts trying to convince himself out loud that he is a Super Saiyan. Bro is in full-blown denial. Desperate, Vegeta powers up and fires a blast at Frieza. Frieza casually sidesteps it like it's nothing. Vegeta spots him through the smoke and immediately starts spamming Vegeta's technique. You already know what that means. That move doesn't ever work. It's basically a universal sign that the fight is heading towards an L. And yep, just like clockwork, he misses every single shot.
What kind of shot is that?
Frieza, fed up with the nonsense, teleports right in front of him, just staring him down. Vegeta's completely speechless. He flies high into the air, tired of being played with, and yells at Frieza to, quote, feel my Super Saiyan wrath.
Is this nigga serious?
And then fires a full-powered energy wave straight down at him. Frieza watches it coming, not phased at all. In fact, bro smiles. Then he winds up and kicks the blast away like he's trying to be the best striker at Blue Lock. The blast comes flying back at Vegeta, and you gotta look at bro's face. Look at pure terror. His whole life flashing right before his eyes. This man is petrified. The blast shoots past him and explodes in the sky, and all Vegeta can do is stare. After the explosion clears, we see Vegeta, and just by looking at his face, you can tell bro is giving up. He's done. This could already be marked down as an L, but Frieza was just getting started, and Vegeta must have known it too, cause this man starts crying.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Nah, this might be the worst L of all time for Vegeta. Frieza hasn't even touched him yet, and the thought of what he's about to do to him has got bro in actual tears. Frieza starts hovering towards him and peep Vegeta's face when he notices. You can see the fear in his eyes. Look at him. This man is not ready. Frieza charges in, starts his assault with a headbutt to the chin, then activates Chase Down Hall of Fame. And peep this, he's already caught up, but he's still flipping. He's aura farming. So now all three dudes on Namek have farmed aura while whooping this man's ass. This couldn't be my goat. Frieza finishes the combo by smacking Vegeta with his tail, sending him crashing to the water. He lands, clears the water, and reveals Vegeta laid out like laundry. Frieza jumps down like the other two times. This shit gets disrespectful real quick. He grabs Vegeta by the hair, takes a little snack, and then proceeds to give this man back shots. Frieza lets go, starts talking trash, and kicks Vegeta across the battlefield, then kicks him into the air, follows up and hits him with repeated gut-checking elbows, then finishes with a backhand smack to the skull, sending Vegeta straight into the dirt in front of Gohan, Krillin, and Piccolo. We get a shot of Vegeta laid out, motionless. Bro needs a Senzu beam ASAP. And a little side note, why did Krillin see all that, see this man folded like a lawn chair, and then have the nerve to say this?
Get up, Vegeta.
Bro, the fuck you mean get up? Frieza turned his bones into sawdust. He's halfway to Otherworld. He's not getting up, my guy.
But anywho,
Frieza then teleports right in front of them and grabs Vegeta by the neck with his tail, and in front of the three Z fighters gives Vegeta another round of back shots.
you weird, buddy. You're weird.
He hits him so hard Vegeta starts coughing up blood, and Frieza, being the absolute menace he is, looks dead at the rest of them and says, feel free to help at any time. This man is top tier evil. He knows damn well none of them can do a thing. Frieza just keeps punching Vegeta in the back. Like bro, it gets excessive at some point, and I guess even Frieza realized it, cause eventually he gets bored, tosses Vegeta across the field and sends him flying into a mountain. Then he casually walks over and stomps on him. At this point, it's clear Frieza's had his fun. He's ready to finish Vegeta once and for all. But right before he can, Goku finally arrives, and just like that, the fight between Vegeta and Frieza is over. So with that, we officially wrap up Vegeta's Namek Saga L's. Now, let's move on to the Android/Cell Saga, and trust me, doesn't get much better for him. Okay, so the first L for Vegeta in this arc comes courtesy of Android 18. Vegeta's fresh off becoming a Super Saiyan, and he's feeling untouchable. So much so that he straight up ignores all the warnings from Trunks about the androids and decides to run the ones with 18 solo. The fight kicks off with 18 rushing in for a swing. Vegeta blocks it. She follows up with her other hand, blocked again. They start exchanging blows. 18 tries to force the issue again, swinging to right. Vegeta dodges, follows up with a left, misses again. Vegeta's defense is looking solid early. He grabs her arm, throws her into the air. She regains her balance midair, but Vegeta teleports in front of her, body checking her, then lands a clean left to the dome. And of course Vegeta starts talking spicy.
You give up now, I promise I'll turn you into something practical, like a toaster or a washing machine.
Whoa, Vegeta! Misogyny in the big 2-5? Ain't no way. And best believe 18 was not feeling that either. So she dips, flies off, and Vegeta follows, not realizing he's walking straight into a trap. Skip ahead a bit, and they're still flying, and Vegeta's clearly tired of the chase, so what does he do? Oh my god. Yup, Vegeta's technique, and like clockwork, he misses every single one. Bro never learns. They both land on a moving truck, and Vegeta's right back to running his mouth. But 18 is calm, completely unbothered. Vegeta charges in again. They trade a few hits, and he kicks her off the truck straight into a car behind them that explodes. Then they just start boxing in oncoming traffic. Like, look at this. Some random civilian gets packed up just because Vegeta charges up too close to him. Eventually, they end up back where the fight started. Vegeta is sick of playing tag. He charges up a key wave and fires it. 18 dodges, and some poor truck driver eats the blast straight to the face. Then 18 pops up behind him, and now the trash talk really starts. Vegeta calls her weak. 18 hits him with a calm, "I've been going easy on you." Now, who's telling the truth? Yeah, we find out real quick. 18 speed blitzes Vegeta, headbutts him, and just stares at him, smiling. And this must have given bro Frieza PTSD, because he immediately gets pissed off and charges in, delivering a gut shot. But here's the thing, it does nothing. Then we get a shot of Vegeta's face, and bro is coughing up blood. And at first I'm like, how? But then the camera zooms out, and there it is. Android 18's knee, buried deep in Vegeta's stomach. Not only did she eat his hit like it was nothing, but she returned fire with an even nastier shot. And you know what? It's becoming a pattern in all of Vegeta's L's. His opponents start getting extra disrespectful. Like as Vegeta is falling, 18 catches him with one finger, props him back up, asks him what the pain feel like, and then smacks him through a whole ass mountain. You see what I mean by disrespect? She had no reason to use her finger like that to prop him up. That was just to hurt bro's pride. Vegeta comes crawling out the mountain, and all the CTE from his previous beatings must be compounding because what he says next is wild.
Of course, that was just a lucky punch.
Oh no, he's in denial. After some talk across both groups, they agree to let them run the ones again. 18 blitzes him one more time, landing a clean right, but Vegeta recovers quick, spearing her and then slamming her into a mountain, and follows it with a key wave that lands clean. Bro doesn't even wait for the dust to clear, he flies straight in. Him and 18 start exchanging more trash talk, Vegeta making fun of the damage she's taking, but 18, she takes it there.
You fight quite well for being such a little man. It's impressive, even if you are a Saiyan.
Whoa! 18! What do you mean by that? Calling him short is one thing, but getting in your Frieza bag? That is low. Vegeta gets triggered, rushes in, then they start trading hands again. And at first, it kinda looks like he has the upper hand, but then Piccolo cuts in and lets us know Vegeta can't maintain this pace for long. And right on cue, we start seeing 18 slowly overwhelm him. He charges in again, throws a punch, caught, throws another, caught again. Then, gut check, chin check, back to back. We cut away, and when we cut back, Vegeta is getting launched into a boulder. And the scream this man lets out, yeah, this ain't even just pain, that's regret. And while Android 18 is walking him down, we finally see it hit him.
She's been toying with me the whole time.
Poor Vegeta. It's damn near the Frieza situation all over again. He tries one more time, charges in, but 18 jumps, dodges it clean, and kicks him in the face so hard it got bro wobbling. He turns around trying to process what's going on, but it's too late. Android 18 flies in and hits Vegeta with a devastating kick that shatters his arm. I know that shit hurt. That right there was a devious work from 18. But for her, it still wasn't enough. Skip ahead a bit and Vegeta's trying to use the commotion from 17's fight to sneak 18, but she dodges, elbows him in the jaw, makes him eat dirt, boots him in the chin, stomps on his back, and then just for good measure, breaks his other damn arm. She really beat the Super Saiyan out this man. Like, she beat the power-up out of him. Nah, that is crazy. This loss deadass had Vegeta just thinking in the rain. It broke him. Not as bad as the Frieza L if you ask me, but this was bad for sure. Next fight we gotta talk about is the one against Cell, and honestly, this L might be Vegeta's most deserved. Like, he really brought this one on himself. This was a fight he should have had in the bag. He was absolutely dominating semi-perfect Cell, but like I mentioned in the Saiyan Saga video, this nigga sells, and not only allows, but literally helps Cell achieve perfection. And the moment he did that, that was the moment he lost the fight. So now, Cell's transformed. He's stretching out his new perfect joints, feeling himself. And that's when we see Vegeta descending, and bro is not impressed at all. He straight up calls Cell's perfect form disappointing. But what Vegeta didn't know, Cell's got comebacks now.
I'm sorry to hear that. I was hoping you'd stay. Destroying you would be a decent warm-up.
Oh yeah, you can see he ain't rock with that. Peep the change in expression. Vegeta was tight. They score up, and just like that, it's time to get active. Vegeta charges in with a knee. Cell blocks it, tries to follow it up with a kick to the head, blocked again. Vegeta keeps pressing, but Cell's guard is flawless. They break apart and Vegeta admits Cell's got stronger, but he still ain't got shit on Super Vegeta. Vegeta charges in again, starts rushing Cell with a whole barrage of strikes, but none of them is breaking through his perfect defense, pun intended. We cut away for a bit, and when we get back, it's more of the same. Vegeta going full offensive and Cell just blocking all of it without even breaking a sweat. At this point, you'd think Vegeta would realize what's going on, like bro, you are being toyed with. The same thing happened with Frieza. Vegeta on the offensive, Frieza dodging every move like he had Ultra Instinct early access. With the clear similarities between both fights, you'd think Vegeta would be smart enough to see where this is heading, but nah, he keeps pressing on. This continues until Cell gets cornered against a mountain. Vegeta thinks he's finally in an advantageous spot, starts talking crazy, but all that does is make Cell laugh in his face, and that's more than enough to set Vegeta off. He charges in, but Cell casually maneuvers around him, so now they've switched positions. And what happens next was just blatant disrespect. Cell finally throws a punch, but not at Vegeta. He punches the mountain, slowly turns and locks eyes with Vegeta, then powers up and blows the whole thing up. There was no reason to do that. That was a pure flex. They both fly up and the two of them land on their own little ledges. Vegeta keeps the trash talk rolling, but Cell's not phased at all. He already knows this fight's gonna be over real soon. Vegeta charges up and rushes Cell, but Cell just runs away. Vegeta's trying to apply pressure, but Cell keeps a cool distance between the two of them. So what does Vegeta do? He starts firing off the Ki Blast spam. If it wasn't obvious he was gonna lose before, well now we got our confirmation. Because we all know if Vegeta starts spamming this move, it's wraps. This man is cooked. Cell weaves through all of it casually, but wait just a minute, I may have spoken too soon, because Vegeta actually digs into his bag for this next move. Peep this. He uses the Ki Blast spam to create a smoke screen, then fires more Ki Blast through the smoke screen from below. Here's where Vegeta starts cooking. cooking a little. Cell is so focused on the blast coming from beneath, he doesn't notice the original ki blast, the ones from earlier, are now hovering above him and start falling down at the same time. Cell gets hit with a barrage of ki blasts from both directions. Okay, Vegeta, I see you. I didn't know Vegeta's technique had variety like that. And peep Vegeta's face, he's thinking he just cooked up a 5-star meal, but that smile, it gets wiped off real fast. When the smoke clears, we see nothing. And then we hear Cell laughing behind him. And I'm telling y'all, that Frieza fight gave this man PTSD, because the moment someone starts laughing at him, he goes instantly feral. He turns around and starts firing off another round of Vegeta's techniques, guaranteeing his own L. The ki blast spam does absolutely nothing to Cell. You don't say! Who would've f***ing known? Vegeta is just standing there, staring at the smoke cloud, and you can tell he's still fuming from Cell laughing at him earlier. Bro lets out a war cry and charges straight into the smoke, swinging at Cell with everything he has and misses every single hit. Got Cell looking like he got angel DNA or something. Bro is out here using Ultra Instinct. Vegeta tries to catch him with a kick, but Cell just grabs his foot and throws him away like a pest. This man is not taking Vegeta seriously at all, and Vegeta knows it. And the worst part, he can't do a damn thing about it. You can see how much that eats at him. Vegeta starts charging up again, blowing away the whole dust cloud in rage. When the light dies down, Cell is nowhere to be seen. Now Vegeta's just standing there, looking lost. Camera pans out and there goes Cell, posted up watching bro look stupid. Bro, Vegeta's gotta be feeling some deja vu right now. Frieza had this man looking just as goofy during their fight. Vegeta finally turns around and sees Cell standing behind him and wastes no time charging in again, letting the hands fly. But just like the rest of this fight, he lands nothing. Cell got this man's shooting percentage in the single digits, playing historical defense right now. They break apart and it's clear to everyone now that Vegeta is out of his league. And just to twist the knife, Cell pokes fun at him, telling him he's been warming up this whole time. And that hits Vegeta's pride so hard that he actually starts tweaking. He starts yelling all kinds of wild shit at Cell, basically calling him a fake demon, talking about how his perfect body ain't got shit on a real ass Saiyan. And if Cell's really that strong, then you better make a move. And Cell hears this and says, bet. Bro completely speed blitzes Vegeta and does nothing. Now you might look at this and not think much of it, but that right there is Cell flexing. He's basically saying the only reason you're not folded like a lawn chair right now is because I haven't felt like it yet. And Vegeta, who's had enough of disrespect, spins around and kicks Cell with everything he had. And for a second, he really thinks his little kick did something. Like Cell hasn't been playing with him the whole fight. Buddy, you're already cooked. And we see the false confidence leave his face in an instant when he realizes that the kick didn't do jack shit. Matter of fact, Cell let you hit him. And just look at Cell's face. Bro looks disappointed. Vegeta jumps back and he's trying to grasp the situation at hand. The fact that he has no shot against Cell. And Cell, who is watching Vegeta's mind get completely melted, is having the time of his life. Like, listen to this shit.
Super Vegeta.
Nah, this gotta be the Frieza DNA, cause the way he is mocking him is crazy familiar. Cell just goes in on Vegeta, and all he can do is stare in complete and utter shock. Has the kick scene running through his mind on replay, thinking about how his attack did not a damn thing. And so starts the ass whooping from Cell. He kicks off with a kick to the gut that sends Vegeta flying through not 1, not 2, not even 3, but 5 mountains before he's able to catch himself midair. I played Sparking Zero. I know this nigga was spinning the hell out that analog stick trying to recover from that kick. And even then, he's still feeling it so bad that his ass falls into the water. And to make things worse for Vegeta, we get a shot of Cell still holding the pose from the kick. So not only has he been trolling this whole fight, but the moment he finally starts putting hands on you, he's gonna start aura farming? That makes it 4 out of 6 losses where Vegeta's not only taken a massive beatdown, but also allowed his opponents to gain aura as they whoop his ass. Like that. No cap, Vegeta fans, it's gotta be rough for you niggas at times. I gotta respect y'all for going through these lows, cause these are bad. Cut back to Vegeta and we see him barely pulling himself out the water, and he looks gassed. That kick from Cell knocked all the wind out this nigga. And just to keep shitting on him, Cell keeps piling on the insults, saying he was talking a lot of big talk to be down after 1 kick. And I can't lie, Vegeta, he's right. You were talking crazy, call him a fake demon, and now that he's applying pressure, you trying to quit? Nah, nigga, get your ass up and run the fade. Vegeta's pride has taken enough of Cell's verbal assaults. Bro is sick of him running his mouth and tells him, bet, stay right there, I got something for your ass. And normally, when a nigga with nothing to lose says that, you want to vacate the premises immediately. But Cell knows no matter what Vegeta throws at him, it won't be enough to beat him. Vegeta starts charging up his final flash, and it looks like this move is about to put in serious work. Got the whole planet shaking, energy is just flying off him. Bro even got Trunks worried about him destroying the earth. After charging up for like a cool 5 minutes, he fires off his attack, and at first, it looks like Vegeta really might have had something for Cell. Just look at his face when the attack is about to hit him. This nigga went from laughing to terrified real quick. Whoa, Cell, don't get scared now. You gotta deal with his Super Saiyan wrath. The attack dies down and we see Cell standing there in a cloud of smoke looking shocked. And when the smoke clears out, we see why. Bro is missing a whole chunk of his torso. Vegeta sees this and starts laughing his ass off. Bro is feeling himself, thinking he really did something. It doesn't help that Cell is playing into it, just fueling Vegeta's ego more and more, building it up just to shatter it in an instant. Cell proceeds to show off his Piccolo cells and regenerates the missing part of his body, leaving Vegeta completely stunned. He starts walking him down, and this terrifies Vegeta, just running down his leg and all. And just to really cement that this fight is heading towards its end, Vegeta gives us one last Ki Blast spam for the road. And it wouldn't be a Ki spam if, just like all the others, it was completely useless. Cell walks right through this attack, pulling up right in Vegeta's face. Speaking of, look at it, you can see the actual terror in his eyes. He knows what's coming, and it genuinely scares him. After smacking Vegeta aside, Cell walks up on him again, and proceeds to launch him into the air, activates his Chase Down Hall of Fame, appears right behind Vegeta, and proceeds to blow his back out. Vegeta goes crashing to the ground, out cold, having the Super Saiyan beat out of him once again, and with that cements the losses of the Android/Cell saga. On to the Buu saga, and who else to hand Vegeta his first L of the arc other than the main villain himself, Majin Buu. Fun fact, did you know that Vegeta has yet to beat the villain of any main Dragon Ball arc? Bro is just destined to be the main bad guy's easy lick before they run the real ones with Goku.
But anywho,
Buu has been absolutely demolishing anyone who stood in his path. Gohan cooked, Dabura turned into a cookie, Supreme Kai? Yeah, Buu is putting on a clinic, and it looks like he's about to add another body to the stat sheet as he charges up his candy bean to use on Supreme Kai. This situation is wild as hell if you really think about it. Buu was this close to packing up not just Supreme Kai, but also Beerus. But he almost got the 2-for-1 death combo, but just when all hope is lost, his attack is cut short by a big ass explosion. Bobity's ship gets obliterated, and out the smoke walks out Vegeta. Talk about an entrance. Looks like Vegeta got tired of these niggas farming ore off him and decided to get his own up. Vegeta sees Buu and instantly starts talking crazy, calls Buu ugly as hell, and Buu has no idea what that even means, so he turns to Bobity and asks. And Bobity, being the top tier instigator that he is, starts gassing it up. And let me just say, Mark Phillips would be proud of this instigating masterclass, cause now Buu is turned, steam blowing out of his head and everything. Vegeta powers up, charging all the energy he has left, and flies in with a brutal knee to Buu's face, immediately following it up by straight piecing Buu up, building up his combo meter so he can drop his ult later. After throwing a smooth little combo string, he pauses for a second, lands a gut drop, then a kick to the neck, then decks Buu straight in the face. Buu would have gone flying, but Vegeta says, nah, hold on, you're not getting away just yet. Grabs his arm midair and hits him with a spinning kick that sends him tumbling across the ground. Vegeta looks like he's cooking up a 5-star meal, got Bobby looking shook. The camera cuts to Buu and we see him getting up looking perfectly fine. Damn, poor Vegeta. Another opponent where no matter how hard he hits him, his attacks ain't gonna do a damn thing. Now it's just a matter of time before bro realizes he's outclassed again. Back to the fight, Vegeta is flying in, cocking his fist all the way from the ground. This man is putting his whole soul into this punch, and you can tell when it lands. But he's not done yet. Vegeta stays on him, throws another clean hit straight to the dome, and to top it off, delivers a CTE-inducing kick to the back of Buu's head. Hold up, Buu might have actually felt that one. Just look at his face, eyes damn near about to pop out of his head. He gets set face first into the ground, feet dangling in the air. Oh nah, Vegeta got bro looking crazy. This is supposed to be a lost video, but so far Vegeta's putting up a masterclass. He even starts talking crazy to Bobity, asking if that's all Buu got. Bro is in his bag right now, and it doesn't stop there. Buu tries to get up, doesn't even get the chance to regenerate before Vegeta is already on him, kicks him in the face again, then follows it up with pinpoint precision and drops an elbow right on the same damn spot. Makes Buu land on his neck, ass tooted up in the air, and Vegeta still ain't done. He's already rushing in again, hits Buu with a nasty knee right in the same dent in the face. Bro going for damage multipliers like he's trying to run up a combo bonus in a fighting game. Buu gets sent tumbling again, but you already know Vegeta ain't letting up. He charges right back in and just starts beating Buu's ass from every direction. Vegeta cocks back another punch from the trenches and hits Buu with a mean uppercut that sends him flying into the air. Vegeta chases right after him, slams him down with both hands, and for good measure throws in another kick just to make sure he hits the ground like a meteor. At this point, it actually looks like Vegeta might have done the impossible, be the main villain, but like I told y'all, that just don't happen. We see Buu flip out the crater Vegeta put him in, completely unbothered, and then casually heals up all the damage like it was nothing. Vegeta sees this and realizes that his hands don't work and says bet. He holds up his arm and starts charging up a Ki Blast. Buu peeps this and just starts watching, wondering what Vegeta's cooking, and quickly pays the price for his curiosity when Vegeta hits him with an energy beam straight through the gut, leaving a whole hole in his body. That man gets laid out. Everyone watching thinks it's raps. We see Piccolo, Krillin, Goten, and Trunks all celebrating like it's a parade. Peep Vegeta smile. He's feeling himself. Meanwhile, Bobity is in complete shambles, shouting into the sky. But you know how this goes. The celebration doesn't last long. They all stop real quick when they see Buu getting up, and the hole in his body, yeah, bro just heals it like a video game character, and now Buu is pissed. He starts charging up, changing the color of the entire battlefield with his aura, and then lets out a massive energy wave that blows up the entire terrain. We cut to Buu hovering over this giant ass crater he just made, and then back to Vegeta, and bro is in low battery mode. You could tell by how he's holding his arm. Buu lands in front of Vegeta, and the look on his face says it all. Bro is still mad as hell from earlier, and now it's time for payback. He starts off by pulling a piece of his body off and begins his disrespectful ass assault. He fires a beam, Vegeta dodges, then he hits him with the infamous key spin. Vegeta dodges that too, but that was a trap. The moment Vegeta's guard drops, Buu throws the piece of himself he pulled off earlier, and it wraps around Vegeta like a straitjacket. And then this nigga Buu starts emoting. Look at bro hit his little Fortnite victory dance. He's 100% trolling. If you needed any more proof, just peep at how he jumps over Vegeta all extra for no reason, other than shits and giggles. He kicks Vegeta across the battlefield, and you can tell he's enjoying each and every second of this. Look at how geeked he is. Causing pain and destruction brings this nigga genuine joy, and he's not done having fun, because we see bro up high in the air, and he lands right on Vegeta full force. I know that hurt. Having this big bodied ass nigga land on him, yeah, that's bones crush, guaranteed. Just like I said, Buu was gonna make Vegeta pay, and that's exactly what he starts doing. He hits him with that Epo special, left, right, and it just keeps going. And what killed me during the sequence is what Buu is saying while he's doing this. Nah, why is he making sound effects as he whoops his ass? Nigga said bow, 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 bow. That shit is hilarious. Now, this is really where the hands come to an end. We get the whole Trunks coming to save Vegeta, followed by the heart-to-heart between the two, and then comes the Vegeta's final explosion, which is an all-time moment in the series. It's just a shame that the attack ends up doing nothing, cause Buu just regenerates from it and walks it off like light work. And Vegeta,
Jesus Christ. In hell, man. I'm finished.
And now on to the final loss of Z for Vegeta, his fight against Kid Buu. Peep this, Goku was just throwing hands with Kid Buu in Super Saiyan 3, but here's the problem, that form takes way too much energy to sustain. So with Goku out of commission, Vegeta steps up. He charges in and immediately gets jumped by a gang of mini Kid Buus, but these little niggas ain't enough to stop Vegeta. He flares his ki and starts firing off Vegeta's technique. Vegeta. Why would you use this move? Not only does it not work, but every time you use this attack, you start the countdown to the inevitable. I'm fully convinced at this point, a loss for Vegeta isn't set in stone until he uses this move. Surprisingly though, this time it actually is effective. He destroys all the mini Kid Buus, and they gather up in one spot, reforming into the real Kid Buu. And this little nigga is a straight up demon. He just starts laughing in Vegeta's face, then fires a beam point blank, hitting Vegeta square on, immediately follows it up by comboing Vegeta the fuck up. Has him stuck in an animation loop of getting his ass beat. Bro can't even breathe, let alone throw a punch. He is getting washed. Vegeta finally creates some space and teleports away from Buu, who just like Fat Buu starts emoting on him. Nah, these Vegeta L's are different. Vegeta now heated charges in with a punch, but whiffs. Tries again, misses, goes in for a kick.
Way off, it's the side of the backboard.
He fires off an energy beam that takes out Buu's lower body, but Buu just regenerates like it's nothing. Nothing Vegeta does is working, but hey, at least he should be fine as long as he keeps his distance.
Oh god.
Buu gut checks Vegeta from a distance by stretching his leg, then brings the rest of his body to the leg just to headbutt Vegeta, sending him crashing straight into a mountain. We get a close-up shot of Vegeta, and when we see his eyes open, you can see the fear. Something got bro shook to his core. Then the camera zooms out and we see why. Kid Buu is posted up right in front of him, just smiling menacingly. Just imagine opening your eyes and seeing the incarnate of evil standing over you like that. Menacingly. I'd be scared too. Buu backs up a bit and starts charging up a ball of energy to fire Vegeta, and Vegeta bro, he's accepted his fate. He knows he's finished. Just listen to him.
It's over.
Damn, it really didn't take long for Vegeta to come to terms that he's outclassed. That's growth. Anyway, before Buu can eviscerate Vegeta, Goku comes in clutch with the save and takes back over. But this wasn't the end of Vegeta vs Kid Buu. Nah, cause jump ahead and that Super Saiyan 3 attack is hitting Goku hard. In order for Goku to catch his breath, Vegeta steps up to buy him some time. So begins round 2 of Vegeta vs Kid Buu. Vegeta powers up, transforms, and charges in, starting things up with a ball of ki that lands. But this attack shifts into another wave of Vegeta's technique. For f***'s sake, my guy, stop doing this. It never works. Vegeta just keeps firing, emptying the clip, but what he doesn't notice is the pieces of Buu gathering behind him. Buu fully forms behind him and slams Vegeta in the back of the head, sending him crashing straight into the ground. And I know that attack hurt. Peep bro rubbing his head. The CTE is setting in once again. Buu teleports right in front of him and kicks him in the face, checks his chin, then burrows underground like a mole, pops out behind Vegeta and hits him with a spine-breaking kick to the back. Hits him so hard that his pupils are gone. Got bro fluctuating between being conscious and not. Buu wakes his ass up real quick with a nice little headbutt that sends Vegeta face first into the dirt. And you think it'd be done, but nah. Kid Buu lives up to his name of being one of the greatest menaces in all of anime and stops Vegeta on the head just for good measure. Vegeta is going through it, but he he knows all he has to do is buy Goku enough time, and that alone keeps him from folding. And honestly, I gotta respect it. Standing 10 toes against someone as wild as Kid Buu, Vegeta charges in and actually starts putting in work, teleports behind Buu, clocks him with a nice right to the face, follows it up with a left that knocks the spit out of him, then delivers a crazy knee to the gut. He goes in for another left, but Buu dodges and counters with a kick to the jaw, activates that chase down badge and slams Vegeta into the ground. Looks like Vegeta's out for the count. Buu definitely thinks so. He turns his attention back to Goku and starts walking towards him, but then we hear it. Vegeta slowly standing up, and this man does the unthinkable. Starts talking shit to Kid Buu.
You what?
And let me tell you, Kid Buu was not rocking with any of that. Look at how mad this dude gets. Oh nah, Vegeta, it was already bad for you before, but now it's about to get so much worse. Buu blindly rushes in, and this is just what Vegeta wanted. He holds his arm out, fires the ki wave, and what he didn't expect was for Buu to completely dodge it. You can tell that was his trump card, because the moment he misses it, all that talk, all that confidence, gone. Buu appears right in front of him and makes sure Vegeta pays for all that earlier shit talk. Elbow to the top of the head,
Damn.
elbow to the chest cavity,
Damn.
and then rocks Vegeta in the jaw.
Damn.
And he's not done. The combo meter is going nuts right now. Knee to the guts, another jaw-rocking punch.
Stop! He's already dead.
All of this going down while not only Goku, but the whole other world is watching this man get packed in 4K. Frieza's probably having the time of his life watching Vegeta get tossed around in ragdoll. Back to the fight, and we see Vegeta eat a disgusting gut punch. One of those Piccolo vs 17 level hits, and before he can even hit the ground, Kid Buu grabs him by the hair. And what he does next? Nah, this proves he's Black Air Force energy incarnate. He holds his hand to Vegeta's face while still grabbing this man by his roots and fires a point-blank energy blast that sends Vegeta hurling through the air before crashing into another crater. Super Saiyan turned off and everything. Nah, he got the transformation being out of him again? It looks like Vegeta is finally down for the count. Kid Buu starts laughing hysterically, but then we hear it.
What's so funny? Freak.
We see Vegeta crawling out the crater, showing nothing but dog. So much dog, it even got Kid Buu shook. Even on low battery mode, Vegeta refuses to fold and gives a fire-ass monologue as he powers back up. Vegeta walks up to Kid Buu, then teleports behind him trying to sneak in a punch, but Buu catches it. The two lock hands trying to overpower one another, but Buu sees an opening and hits Vegeta with another foot indented straight into his gut, sending him flying into the air. Then Buu follows it up, strutting his arm, wrapping it around Vegeta's neck and starts choking him out. Bro is up there fighting for his life. And to make it worse, Kid Buu brings Vegeta right in front of him just so he can get a better look at his choking face. This little nigga is vile. Got me feeling bad for Vegeta. And it just keeps getting worse because he starts shocking him. Like damn, I didn't even know Buu could do this. Putting Vegeta through all types of torture. For a second, it looks like Vegeta might be able to fight it off. He starts charging up and it looks like he's about to break free, but nah. All that false hope gets tossed right out the window when Buu not only tightens his grip, but starts swinging Vegeta around, slamming him into the ground over and over again. Just flinging this man across the battlefield while choking the life out of him. And when he finally lets go, it's just to lob him into the air so he can dunk him with his other fist. This nigga is giving himself assists. We cut to Vegeta trying to get back up, and all I can wonder is how he got roach durability. Like, he just won't die no matter what Buu does. But that don't mean he ain't feeling it. Buddy is in serious pain, gasping for air, rubbing his neck. That choke from earlier got him on his last legs. Then we cut to Buu, and he's smiling, and you could tell he's plotting something, and yup, I was right. His hand pops out from the ground and grabs Vegeta by the throat again, putting him right back in that chokehold. Just look at him. Bro got like half a hit point left, getting the Super Saiyan choked out of him, while Buu starts charging up a massive ki blast, ready to finish the job. But before he can do that, we hear a voice, and not just any voice. The voice of the World Martial Arts Champion.
Mr. Satan will step in if that other coward won't.
With Hercule pulling up, Buu instantly loses interest in Vegeta and drops him to the ground. And just like that, their fight is over. Vegeta's final L of Dragon Ball Z has officially been handed out. And that, folks, is a wrap. Vegeta's greatest hits of getting hit. This man has been catching ass whooping since the Saiyan Saga. And the worst part is, he low-key brings half of them upon himself. Whether it's talking crazy, underestimating his opponents, or pulling out Vegeta's technique, like that move has ever worked. Bro is consistent in all the wrong ways. But hey, even with all these back-to-back L's, you still gotta respect Vegeta. He stays 10 toes, no matter how many mountains he gets kicked through. Anyway, if you enjoyed watching me relive this man's traumatic-ass career, go ahead and drop a like, comment your favorite Vegeta L, and subscribe for more videos. And until next time, peace.